What's going on, YouTube? JT Born here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're talking about Jim Gordon issue number 12. Okay, I have to make that joke every now and then because this is a Jim Gordon book, not a Joker book. But the Joker is in it, barely. This issue right here is written by James Tynion IV with the backup by Tynion and Sam Johns, the never-ending Punchline Backup, which I guess is just the Joker and Punchline are going to be two stories throughout this whole entire thing. So, yeah, this one was actually a pretty good one. In fact, this one gives us a big, major revelation that actually threw me off. That I was like, wait, what? Especially considering all the other stuff that was going on in the DC universe right now, and like stuff that's going on in other DC comic books, such as Task Force Z. We do find out who was in fact behind A-Day, at least according to this issue. Like, it's not the Joker. It wasn't Scarecrow and Simon Saint, like everyone was thinking, based on pretty much everything that was happening in Fear State, which it basically like seemed like that was the case for the whole thing. It really wasn't. The one behind it all, in fact, we'll go ahead and we'll get to that in a second, but basically, like I said, this opens up with Barbara Gordon talking with or Vengeance, daughter of Bane. There's a funny moment where Vengeance ends up stealing a car. After that, we also have Barbara Gordon talking with the Court of Owls. Barbara Gordon gets kind of taken down by some mysterious cloaked figure right here. Gordon and Bullock, they talk about the whole situation. Gordon's like, he's not going to kill the Joker. He's still going to kind of bring him to justice. And it doesn't matter, like, you know, like, no matter what he does, like, he could just kind of give up. He could walk away, but he's just too damn stubborn. So that's just his character in a nutshell. And Bullock's like, it's probably going to end poorly, but you know what? I'll still be there. And then Cass comes in, not saying much. Bullock's like, wait, this is who was going to be fighting? She's like, half my sight. Oh, boom. Gets his ass handed to him. So that was pretty funny. So the Court of Owls comes in, and we find out the mysterious person who is behind A-Day after Jim Gordon negotiates to have Barbara and everyone else kind of safe on the plane. Cass takes down the Court of Owls character, or the town, I should say. And the one behind it all was, in fact, Bane. That's right. Bane is alive, and apparently he's been orchestrating this thing the whole time. He was behind A-Day, and also Joker is in the process of getting ready to get eaten too. But yes, Bane. What? Like, what the hell? Like, Bane's alive now, and in this thing? Now, I wouldn't be as much of a weird twist if it weren't for the fact that Bane is also concurrently in the book Task Force Z, unless that's supposed to be some random clone of Bane that's apparently like Jason Todd, like he throws Bane off a building and he's like, do you know why I'm doing this? He's like, Pennyworth. So it's like Bane was there when Alfred died. But then we have Bane here who's completely fine. Like, is there something wrong? Is one of them a fake clone Bane or of something with his memories intact? They better explain this shit, because that does seem like a very big like a plot hole or a complete mismatch in terms of the continuity. So yeah, Bane was behind A-Day the whole time. I guess he apparently faked his death, and I guess in Task Force Z, I guess that's going to be a fake Bane or something like that. I don't know. Like I said, this is something that I wasn't really expecting, mostly because Bane is also in Task Force Z as a zombie right now, like a Lazarus resin zombie. So having Bane just be alive raises a lot of questions that the next issue better start answering, because you can't just leave on that and just be like, wait a minute, what the hell is really happening here? So at the same time, like, I'm like, it's a twist I really didn't expect, but at the same time, I'm like, doesn't that kind of devalue Scarecrow's like being the main villain of Fear State? Like, A-Day was pretty much like, it felt like something Scarecrow would do, but having Bane be behind the whole thing again, despite Bane being kind of like the main Batman villain and like for a while now, and then we had like City of Bane, Joker War. Like, we just had City of Bane, but then again, I remember, was it like Infinite Frontier that teased something big going on with Bane, and then it just seemed like Bane was dead? So like I said, like, I don't know, like, Bane being behind this whole thing, he did just kill Alfred, so I guess that's a fake zombie Bane that Jason Todd's been working with in Task Force Z. I don't know, like, this is one thing that, like, has me like, okay, it's an interesting twist, but it's raising a fuck ton of questions at this point. Like, are there two Banes or something? Like, there were three Jokers? I don't know, like, that to me is one of the more exciting aspects. Like, okay, how the hell are you going to explain this? If they just outright ignore it, then I'll have a problem with it. But they have to find a way to explain it. There had to be some sort of communication going on there. But yes, so apparently Bane was the one behind A-Day this whole time. like I said, a really nice twist, some really good artwork in this thing. Like, this is one of the strongest issues of the Joker comic in general. I know Joker's barely in this thing, but we do get some big, interesting revelations. So that's the stuff I'm most intrigued by going forward. So let's see what they do with that. Then in the backup for the Punchline thing, she's playing the whole victim thing. I fell in love with the Joker, and then people are falling in love with her because they're all just big simps for Punchline, which, you know, people do online for like serial killers and that. So it's not totally out of the question of reality. I mean, they're stupid people, but like, yeah, so it's like the Joker maybe doing that. She's got all her supporters and all that. She's got everyone eating the palm of her hand. The trial's about to take place. One of the key witnesses is completely missing, and basically this is going to be the big trial of Punchline. So yeah, more stuff going on with this thing. I've just really lost interest at this point in the Punchline backup. Like, I'm more interested in what's going on with the main Joker storyline. The Punchline backup, it just doesn't quite interest me so much. So maybe we'll see what they do after this Joker book ends, because I think it's supposed to end in either March or April. I believe April is the final issue of this Joker book, and I think you got that, and then DC versus Vampires, and then I think Tynion is just kind of checked out of DC at that point. But anyways, what did you all think of the Joker issue number 12? Didn't really expect the big kind of reveal of Bane being behind A-Day. I would have expected something like that had Bane like not been in Task Force Z as like a dead zombie this whole time. So they like I said, they better explain that shit, because it's just raising a bunch of questions. But now, with that reveal, I am actually really looking forward to the next issue of Joker. This is like the first time in a long time we're like, oh, I really want to see where this thing is going now after like a crazy type reveal like that. So yeah, I definitely recommend this thing for the big reveal at the end of it. So, because like I said, it's a twist kind of out of nowhere, and one that's raising a bunch of questions for me, mostly because Bane is in Task Force Z right now as a zombie, unless it's a fake one. So, in which case we go with the whole, like, we got clones and all that other stuff. I don't know. Like I said, they better explain this stuff in the next issue. They just kind of brush it off, and then be like, wait a minute, there's some inconsistencies here. So we'll see where it goes from here. We don't have the full scope of the story, so I'm just going to kind of wait and see how it all like came to be. But Bane is back, and apparently he's just been behind everything the whole time. So yeah, let's see where it goes from here. Let's see what happens to Joker, unless Joker is still kind of working with Bane. I don't exactly know. We'll see where this thing goes from here. But like I said, I am intrigued to see where the story goes from here. So, because like I said, I remember that what was it, the Infinite Frontier, where they had the whole big Bane storyline tease there. It just seemed like rather anticlimactic that Bane just kind of was just dead. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do next with him. So yeah, tell me your thoughts on the issue in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content. Be sure to come back. I think tomorrow I'm going to cover Batman Urban Legends, and then I think after that I still have to talk about I Am Batman. So I got a few more comic book reviews coming up. Trying to get those out tomorrow. I just want to get the Joker one out today, and then we'll pretty much be good for the week in terms of those. I do have one other video I was working on the side, which maybe premiere Friday or something like that. I don't exactly know at this point, but I kind of want to, that's more of a fun, like just something I wanted to do for fun. So look forward to that. All right, with all that said, like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content. I got some more stuff planned and all that other stuff. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Like, I really, really do. I'm going to try and grow the channel even more this year. It's been kind of stagnant for the past month or so. I mean, I'm pumping out the comic book reviews, but I'm not really gaining in subscribers. So hopefully I can kind of change that around and really kind of push things to the next level a bit. But we'll see where we go from there. All right, well, that's all I got to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.